We're going to bring it from 25% to 50%, the tariffs on steel into the United States of America.
The latest tariffs on steel and aluminum are unjustified. They're illegal. They're bad for American workers, bad for American industry, and of course for Canadian industry as well.
The world anticipated that tariffs would shield American industry, but instead, they unleashed chaos across the global aluminum market. Within months, Washington's move to slap a 25% tariff, then escalate it to 50%, ignited a price surge that shook manufacturers worldwide. In the U.S. Midwest, aluminum premiums skyrocketed by 82%, crippling auto plants, aerospace production, and even defense contractors, many of whom were forced to cut back or shut down entirely. Yet, while America grappled with the fallout of its own policy, Canada seized the moment. Quebec's aluminum producers, long in the shadow of their southern neighbor, turned the disruption into an opportunity, positioning themselves not as backup suppliers, but as pillars of stability. By redirecting their output to Europe and Asia, Canada transformed a potential crisis into a strategic advantage, earning a reputation for resilience. Could this shift signal the start of a global reconfiguration in securing critical materials? Before we dig deeper, hit that like button. It helps get this video to more people who need to see it. If the initial shock exposed America's vulnerabilities, the next wave revealed Canada's agility. Rather than leaning on the U.S. market, Quebec pivoted swiftly to more reliable, larger partners overseas. By Q2 2025, Canada's aluminum exports to the U.S. dropped from 95% of total volume to just 78%, while Europe's share surged from a mere 0.2% to a robust 18%, reshaping decades-old trade patterns in a flash. At the corporate level, the shift was even more dramatic. Illuminary Alouette, once a minor player in Europe with just 4% of its output, boosted that to a staggering 57%, signaling a future where Europe, not the US, could become its primary market. Industry voices framed it as a bold move. Jean Simard of the Aluminum Association of Canada called it a strategic leap, not a knee-jerk response. When Ottawa hit back with 25% duties on $21 billion of US goods, it made one thing clear: Canada was done playing defense. Still with us? Smash that subscribe button to stay in the loop. Beyond trade shifts, Quebec unveiled a deeper edge, one rooted in climate credibility. Canada isn't just exporting aluminum, it's exporting a climate solution. Unlike traditional smelters pumping out emissions, Quebec's hydro-powered plants emit just 2.2 tons of CO2 per ton of aluminum, less than a 17th of the global average. This green advantage translates to real value. Buyers are paying $150 to $200 per ton more for low-carbon metal, turning sustainability into profit. With the EU's carbon border adjustment mechanism set to slap tariffs over $300 per ton on high-emission aluminum starting in 2026, Canada's producers are poised to sail through unscathed. This isn't just a cost edge. It's the new industrial benchmark. In a world chasing net zero goals, Canada offers something rare, a green brand that's not just appealing but essential. This green edge didn't stay theoretical. It fueled contracts that reshaped global trade. While U.S. producers lost ground, Canada secured long-term deals to lock in key markets for years. In the first half of 2025, aluminum exports to the EU jumped 12% compared to 2024, proving Canada's pivot was no short-term fix but a lasting shift. New buyers emerged across Europe: Germany, the Netherlands, Poland, and Denmark, eager for low-carbon metal to meet incoming climate regulations. At the corporate level, the story was even sharper. Volkswagen, BMW, and Mercedes inked deals to weave Quebec's aluminum into their supply chains, dodging future carbon penalties. Asia followed suit, with Japan and South Korea signing long-term contracts to tap Canada's low-emission supply. These deals, valued in the tens of billions, show Canada isn't just competing, it's setting the terms of global aluminum trade. The aluminum fight isn't about prices anymore. It's proof Canada can lead the green industrial era. While the U.S. has lost market share, jobs, and tech through its own missteps, Canada has redefined its role in global supply chains. Europe, Japan, and South Korea now view Canada as an irreplaceable partner, aligned with the climate goals shaping tomorrow's economy. The real question isn't whether Canada can supply aluminum, it's whether it will extend this model to batteries, EVs, or even AI. If Ottawa dares to go there, this could be the moment Canada emerges as a true green industrial powerhouse. So, is this a fleeting trade shuffle or the dawn of a new order where Canada sets the standard and the US struggles to catch up? That depends on how boldly Canada moves next. If this video sparked some thoughts, hit like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.